Seeds of Wisdom RV and Economic Updates Wednesday afternoon, January 22, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Good afternoon. Dinar recaps. BRICS. 40 countries look to ditch the US dollar. BRICS member China is looking to convince 40 new countries to use the Chinese yuan for cross-border transactions. And not the US dollar. The communist country is aiming to capitalize on the growing de-dollarization trend and is pushing the Chinese yuan for trade. For the uninitiated, the usage of the Chinese yuan for trade settlements has surged 4.6% in 2024, compared to 2% in 2019. The currency usage has more than doubled in 6 years and is threatening the prospects of the US dollar. If the US fails to import the dollar overseas, it would return to the homeland, leading to inflation. Therefore, the USD needs to maintain its top position in the currency markets to sustain the American economy and keep prices lower. BRICS. China signing agreements with 40 countries to use the Chinese yuan, not US dollar. The People's Bank of China, PBOC, has signed bilateral trade deals with over 40 countries to use the Chinese yuan for trade settlements. The trade agreement is with the central banks of developing countries and initiates currency swaps. The overall scale of the currency swap agreement stands at 4.16 trillion yuan, equivalent to $586 billion. The development gives the BRICS country China power through the currency market and dampens the US dollar's global prospects. China, Russia, and Iran are the three BRICS countries that are aggressively looking to end dependency on the US dollar. They are forging new trade deals and rewriting policy settlements that prefer using local currencies. The dynamics of de-dollarization are advancing as more countries are willing to trade in the national currencies. China is leveraging the situation and taking advantage of the White House weaponizing the US dollar. Bank of America ready for crypto payments, decoding how banking will change forever. Is the banking industry prepared for the disruption crypto payments might cause, and if Bank of America leads the charge, what lasting changes can we expect in how banks, businesses, and consumers interact? Bank of America CEO advocates for crypto. Bank of America CEO advocates for crypto payments. Bank of America's twofold relationship with crypto. How U.S. institutions are stepping into crypto. Decoding the probable impact. Bank of America CEO advocates for crypto payments. The banking and crypto worlds have often seemed like two ships passing in the night, acknowledging each other's existence but rarely finding common ground. However, Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan has now thrown his weight behind the idea of integrating crypto payments into the U.S. financial system, but only if regulators give the green light. Speaking at the prestigious World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Moynihan addressed a question that has long lingered over the industry. What would it take for banks to embrace crypto as a payment method? If the rules come in and make it a real thing that you can actually do business with, you'll find that the banking system will come in hard on the transactional side of it, Moynihan remarked during an interview with CNBC. If you go down the street here and buy lunch, for example, you could pay with Visa, MasterCard, a debit card, Apple Pay, and so on. In that sense, cryptocurrency would just be another form of payment, Moynihan explained. He also discussed a growing realization that crypto, especially stablecoins backed by traditional assets like the US dollar, could seamlessly integrate into existing payment networks. If it's a stablecoin type of dollar-backed crypto, and our consumers actually want to use it, we think there's value there, Moynihan said, hinting that banks could view these tokens as a safer entry point into the crypto payment space. However, Moynihan did not touch upon the notion of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin as an investment or store of value, stating that it is really a separate question. Bank of America's twofold relationship with crypto. Bank of America has not always been optimistic about crypto. For years, the institution's top executives voiced strong concerns, often portraying crypto as a challenge to the transparency and security upon which the banking system relies. Back in 2018, BofA's chief technology officer, Kathy Besant, expressed sharp criticism of crypto's fundamental structure, stating, "As a payment system, I think it's troubling because the foundation of the banking system is on the transparency between the sender and the receiver, and cryptocurrency is designed to be nothing of the sort. She labeled crypto as the antithesis of transparency, mentioning how its pseudonymous nature made it difficult for authorities to catch bad guys. However, over the years, BofA's stance has drastically evolved. The bank has invested heavily in blockchain, recognizing its potential to enhance efficiency, reduce costs, and modernize financial systems. "We have hundreds of patents on blockchain already," CEO Brian Moynihan remarked recently in Davos. The bank's interest in crypto itself has also grown. In 2024, BofA's Merrill Lynch added Bitcoin exchange-traded funds to its brokerage platforms for eligible wealth management clients. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission recently announced the creation of a crypto task force aimed at establishing a sensible regulatory path, which could provide the necessary guidance for banks like B of A to integrate crypto payments into their operations. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com